Did live in poverty, United States poverty. I know in third world countries, they go through a lot more stuff than I could ever imagine. But he was able to keep a roof over my head, food on the table, clothes on my back. So let's just bring it to God. And like she was just telling me that he will never give you the things that you want because all you talk about is your future. What it is, what it is, what it isn't. Let's go ahead and take this off. Yeah. Whew. Don't mind me. Like I said, I had that pizza today. We're a little bloated, just a little bit. But all right, let's get some of these poses in.
¡Entiendo quién es el baby! ¡Entiéndelo ya! Es que de verdad sigue habiendo gente que no lo entiende, cabrón. ¡Entiéndelo! ¡Soy el mejor jugador de GTA V!
Yeah, man, that's it. What I got updates for you? Nothing really. Just, a lot of working, man. Just a lot of kind of reflecting. I was talking to my girl lately and always feel like I got to do more and just keep trying to figure out what's the next thing. And I never stay in the moment, like I really don't, I'm not present. And I haven't been present my whole life because, I grew up in poverty, man. I was grateful enough to have a father that loved me, raised me. Honestly, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. My mom was in and out of my life for a while. So I was like 10, 11. After that, she was out of my life for good. And, just always been with my dad, man. Ever since I was 3 years old, he raised me, right? So, however, we did live in poverty, United States poverty. I know in third world countries, they go through a lot more stuff than I could ever imagine. But he was able to keep a roof over my head, food on the table, clothes on my back, up until, I got to literally a month before I had to graduate. We ended up getting evicted from our home. My dad lost his job the year prior, so they were finally able to get us evicted out. And from there, I'd just been chasing so much, just trying to never get to that point again and never have to go through something like that and never have, my future generations to come to go through any of those things. And that's what I've been chasing, been so focused on. And I've always sacrificed so much for my future that I've never actually lived in the present. And I miss so much growing up, because I had a good childhood. My dad tried to shield me from it as long as he possibly could. There's only so much a parent could do for you and shield you from it. And once I finally realized what was going on, it forced me to grow up. I've been working since I was 12, right? So it forced me to realize wow, life isn't so perfect. And I've been dealt this hand that I didn't ask for. I don't think none of us asked for the hand we was dealt, right? But what am I going to do about this hand that I was dealt? And how am I going to make sure in my future that nothing happens to me, right? So in that, coming back is, because of that, I've never been able to just be in the moment, never just be and enjoy the actual moment that I'm in. So that's just something that I'm trying to learn now. And it's just be present, just taking in what I have in front of me, right? There's a Smith machine behind me. I'm recording. There's a camera right here. Just trying to be more aware of just the now. We always, or at least for me, I always focus on the future and I never just focus on the now. And the now is actually more important. But yeah, so I've never been able to just be here and I let that one go there. I've been so gassy, man, with only protein in my life. Oof. But all right. Let's just get back to it. So yeah, so let's just bring it to God. And like she was just telling me that he will never give you the things that you want because all you talk about is your future, and you never just tell him the things you're grateful for, and you never just enjoy your now, right? Because he's given you so much already and you can't see that. For me, I'm never satisfied with what I have, and I can never just appreciate it. And that talk was really big on me, and I just been reading the Bible and just reading God's, or not God's, but his son Jesus' story and the things he went through after he healed everybody, man. His boy betrayed him and turned him over, I guess you would say, the government at that point, and they crucified him, man, and they did some gruesome things to him. And it's crazy how he did all this for all these people. He made miracles happen, but we just treated him like he was nothing, and yet though, right, to still love our people and to make those sacrifices are for our sins that were happening, and our future happenings, and just it's just something I can't imagine. So I just try to at least not be him, because we all are our own person, but at least try to gain some of those characteristics and put it into my life, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the moments that we have, because you never know when it's gonna be it. You never know when you're gonna go. So being able to just finally starting to realize, hey, I need to be present, is something that I'm just trying to build and learn right now. That's the challenge for me. The challenge every day is just trying to be present. Like it sucks though, because I do have like my attention span is really short. So like I'll be talking, and then I'll be thinking about something else, and then I'll be thinking about something else, and then I'll come back to what I was saying, or whatever the case may be. So it's really hard on that perspective for me. But hey, we all got our own battles that we're dealing with. We all got our own things that we're going through, and all we can do is just try to get better every day. That's something that I will probably strive for till the day I die, because there's always improvements to be made. There's always something that needs to get better, something that needs to be done, right? It may be in a relationship, it may be in yourself, it may be with your family, it may be at your job, or something you're trying to build, whatever the case may be. But we always have something to strive for. So on that note, man, just all I'll tell you is you ain't gotta be a religious guy like me. We can go back, argue God is real, God is not real, whatever the case may be. At least for me, I want to at least believe in something bigger than me, a higher power, because I feel like ever since I've been with God, it's taken so much pressure off of my shoulders, even though I still try to carry the burden myself and just not giving it to him. But we're learning that I rather follow something, and then at the end of all this, if it wasn't true, it wasn't true. And if it is, I hope I'm there with him, and learning from him. But yeah, so on that note, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know the things you liking. Let me know the things you want me to get better on. It's really big support for me and the people helping me out. So please subscribe to the channel, share my vids, spread the love, baby. Spread the love. I will talk to you next time. Peace.